prescription for me? Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Right. So we are looking at 2 separate pairs, one for distance and the other for computer use, correct? Okay. Let me just get your visual acuity numbers entered. Okay. And axis. Okay. Sphere for right eyes. All right. Okay. And then, just to verify, I have your phone number here as 310-724-8976. Is that correct? Okay. And is it okay for us to leave a message on that number? Alright. Perfect. Is it okay with you if I keep these? Okay. You will get copies of them back when you come in to pick up your frames, okay? But we just like to be very thorough in terms of making sure that we have all of our information correct. So even though I did just put it into my computer system, I still want to make sure that there are no errors, okay? Okay. So, let's get started. Are there any kind of specific kinds of frames you're interested in trying? Did you have any brands in mind, any particular styles? That's okay. We can try on a few different things, okay? Really quickly though, to get started, I am going to do just a quick vision test, just a repeat eye exam with you, okay? Just because, like I said, we do like to be thorough here, and it's sort of like how people measure multiple times to make sure they have correct measurements. We do the same thing here just before we put in our orders for frames, so that way we make sure that you are completely satisfied and able to use the glasses once you get them. Okay? Okay, so pretty familiar. My vision chart here. Whichever line you feel the most comfortable with reading, can you read it for me? Okay, so we're looking at number 5. Are you able to see any of the letters on line 6? Okay, that wasn't bad, but line 5 is definitely The lowest? Okay, that's fine. Using my light here, okay? Keep your eyes open. Try not to look at the light. Just look right here, right in between my eyebrows. Good. Good, okay. And then keeping your head perfectly still, okay? Don't move your head at all. I just want you to follow my light. Just using your eyes, okay? Good. Just like that. And tell me when you see my light enter your field of vision. Good. Same thing, other side. Good. Okay. Good. Excellent. All right. This may or may not be familiar to you. This is our Ishihara test for color deficiency, okay? So, on each of these on each of these pages, we have things called plates, okay? So, on these plates, there is a number. Can you tell me what number is printed on this one? And how about here? So now, that one there, and here. This one, and this one. Good. Okay. How about here? Good. That one. Beautiful. And these are kind of small, but there is an X here and an X here. And between each of these two X's is a squiggly line. Can you trace it for me on this tile with your finger? Very good. Okay. And Same thing here, okay? We have X here and X here. Can I have you trace that squiggly line for me? Excellent. All right. Okay. So now again, I want you to look right there in between my eyebrows, okay? I want you to tell me how many fingers you see me hold up. Good. Perfect, okay. Alright, so that concludes that part. So, okay. You stated that you don't have any particular styles in mind, so we can go ahead and just try on any of these that appeal to you. That's okay. Okay. To start, to help us narrow it down, I'm going to look at you and check your symmetry. Most of us are asymmetrical. For example, my lips are, one side is higher than the other, and it can be pretty obvious when I smile. And because of that, certain styles like more square frames, especially if they're straight right here, can really accentuate that, and I don't particularly care for that. So I'm going to take a look at you if that's okay, and then I can maybe help and narrow down some ideas. Is that okay? Okay, so to start, I'm just going to kind of that little bit of hair out of your face. Thank you. Just gonna tuck it behind your ear there. Okay. So I'm gonna use my chart here to kind of provide a line. Okay, so your right ear is just like a tiny bit higher than the left, which that's pretty common. Don't worry. And then your lips are nice and symmetrical. Lucky. I'm gonna move myself to the side here. You do have a bit of a heart-shaped face, which means that pretty much all of the styles should look good on you. There is just a little asymmetry between your ears, like I said, but your lips are equal, your nose, so I think we might want to stay away from some of the more narrow kind of rectangular frames, like for example something like these. Oh, we have a little hair. Something like these might accentuate that asymmetry, but you're still welcome to try them on if you like them. Okay, that's fine. So, okay. The first one I'm going to try on you are these, and they're quite simple. And they're just sort of to give us somewhere to start. These styles in particular have a blue light filter. Okay, so if you are going to be using a style in particular for using a computer, it will definitely help and reduce the potential of ocular migraines, eye strain, headaches, even sleep disruption. Okay, so is it okay if I slide them on you? Perfect. Okay. So how do those feel? Okay. So a little bit of a pinch. That's fine. We can adjust that. And looking in the mirror, what do you think? Not your favorite? That's fine. Here, take these off of you. Sorry, your hair got all stuck there. Let's see. With your blue eyes, I do think a complementary color would be nice. Something like this warm toned tortoiseshell. I'm gonna try these on you. So, okay. How do you feel about these? I think they're awfully cute, actually. Yeah, they're quite flattering, actually. And the color definitely goes really well with your complexion. What do you think? Okay. Well, we can definitely put these in the maybe pile. Keep these out right here. And let's see. we do have this more square shape, but it is rounded on top, which may still make it look okay and may hide that slight asymmetry. Do you want to go ahead and try these? Okay. So, just going to very gently slide those on. Okay. How did those feel? Okay. Do you like how they look? Okay. No, that's okay. It does not hurt my feelings. Go ahead and take those off of you. And so these are on the absolutely not. That's fine. Okay. And let's see. We do have sometimes it's a little tricky to get those off. We do have the cat's eye in pink. Okay. Often people who have a cooler skin tone, okay then. Often people who have a cooler skin tone, they do find that the pink can kind of warm it up. But even on warmer tones or more olive skin, it can still look very lovely. So let's go ahead and try these. These ones don't have frames in them or don't have any lenses. So what do you think? You like the orange ones better? Okay. That's fine. Go ahead and take these off of you. Well, these are maybe a bit more particularly of a niche style, but some people absolutely love them. And because they have these perfectly circular frames, they actually do a wonderful job of hiding any kind of imperfections that people might have. Though we always encourage people to embrace the things that make them unique as well. You want to try these on? Okay. Okay. They're very lightweight, so they should be pretty comfortable. Yeah. Okay, good. What do you think? Do you like how they look? Are there any particular spots that are pinching or uncomfortable or? Okay, that's fine. Take those off. So these also have the blue light blocking in the lenses. You can order the frames without them as well. But for the pair that you'll be using for while you're working on a computer, I do recommend keeping them. These are a little bit less narrow, so let's just try them and see, okay? If you don't like them, obviously we can go with something else. Okay. What do you think of these? Okay. But they're comfortable? Okay. Well, that's something. Go ahead and take those off. So, okay. So far, the winners are the orange tortoise cat eye glasses. Let's see. Okay. So we do have this pair here. It is a bit more expensive. It's Kate Spade. So they are considered designer, and as such, insurance does not always cover these, okay? But we can go ahead and try them on still if you'd like. Okay. So, what do you think? Yes, these do have the blue blocking lenses as well. You can tell. Yeah, they do have kind of a little bit of a bluish tint, don't they? They're comfortable? What do you think about the color, the black with the teal? Okay. Well, we can also put these in the maybe pile. And these do come with a very cute custom case, and as well as its own unique little towel that you can use to clean the lenses when they get smudged. Since you liked the teal, I do also have a teal and black tortoise shell in the cat's eye frames. These ones here. Let's see what these look like on you. Okay. So, what do you think? Do you like these? Okay. Good, good. Okay, so we're getting close. So we could also do the orange and black tortoise shell as your computer use, and then use something like these for your everyday wear for your distance lenses. Okay. Put that in the pile for maybe. Okay, so then these are let's try these just because they are the same sort of square lenses, but they are a different color combination we haven't tried, so these might be interesting. Okay. So, I move on. Okay. What do you think about those? So they're comfortable, but you're not a fan of what they look like? Totally okay. Take those back. Okay. So, we like the Kate Spade, but they are a bit expensive. But between this pair and this pair, what do you think? You just want to go with these? then, okay. Do you still want to keep these as your computer use? Okay, great. So then, let me just type up a few things here. And you definitely want to keep the orange color. Okay. Did you want the blue blocking lenses and the computer use in both, or? Okay, so then in your distance lenses, we do have something called transitional lenses, which basically when you go outside, particularly if it's sunny, they will automatically tint. And then when you are in a darker area, whether you go inside or it's overcast, they'll just remain clear. The only thing about them is that they always have a teeny bit of tint, which some people don't love. Okay. I mean, yeah, it definitely saves you from having to have a separate pair of either prescription sunglasses or not being able to see very well because you need to put sunglasses on. I have them, and honestly, when I'm indoors, I don't even really notice that they're tinted at all. So, okay. On both or just the distance? Okay. So then, we do have some accessory things. For example, we have these holders. So what you would do is these hook on, and they're adjustable as well. So that way, particularly for like computer use ones, if you are going to be putting them on and off, when they're off, they just hang. So they are free of charge. I just need to put in whether or not you would like me to add one for you. Okay, no problem. Then we will also provide you with some complimentary wipes. They do also come with each set of frames. And then for the cat's eye, you do get to choose your case. So we have a few different colors. We have this kind of, I guess it is just sort of a tangerine kind of orange color. We have, I guess this is kind of a lilac or lavender. There is, it's not quite a red, it's more sort of a, I think a coral tone. We have a brown. A gray. And then we do have a few different shades of blue. And so this one in particular has more of a textured material. We also have, and I think it's better to show them next to each other so you can see the difference, because it's quite subtle. But these have that smooth texture. And then, of course, we do have the standard black, which you can get textured or smooth. Do you have any preference? The orange. Between these two, what do you think? Okay. So it looks like the turnaround time for both is going to be closer to 10 days. It says 8 to 10 days here. Usually they're at the later end of the estimated window. So then we can have these shipped directly to you, or I can give you a call and have them I can have them shipped here and give you a call when they're in, so that way you can come in, try them on, make sure that they're exactly what you want. Okay, I definitely recommend doing it that way. we're doing the cat's eye and we're doing the Kate Spade, right? Okay, excellent. Well, let me just make sure that we have everything here. Okay, looks like we're good. So, do you have any questions for me? Okay. Well, if you think of any, feel free to give me a call, okay? I'm here every single day between 8 and 4:30, minus the weekends, at which point we close generally around 2, okay? We do have an answering service, so you also are more than welcome to leave a message. Okay. Well then, I will talk to you again in about 2 weeks. Yeah. You take care.